I'd have to say that 2023, at least, well, so far, because, you know, the year is still fresh, and by the time this video comes out, Spider-Man 2 hasn't come out yet. But we can add that to the list of good games this year. Like, honestly, 2023, we've been blessed with some really good games, I have to say. You know, from Resident Evil 4 remake, Dead Space remake, obviously that remake's not new, but they're still really good. We got Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom was fucking amazing. I heard Hi-Fi Rush, even though unfortunately it didn't do good in sales, I heard it was still a fucking amazing game. Baldur's Gate 3, which is like what some people are arguably saying one of the best games of all time. Like, legit, like some people are putting it in like top 10 of video games. You got Hogwarts Legacy, Armored Core 6 I've heard is really good. Lies of P as well. People are rating that game extremely fucking high. So yeah, we've had some good fucking games throughout the whole entire year. You know, I've probably missed some, so don't come in the comments to me if I've missed a couple. But whenever, every year, even if we've had good games, there's always shitters. There's always those games that, you know, disappoint us the most. And from this year, we've had, you know, not terrible games, but ones that have been like, you know, a little bit disappointing. You know, for me, the disappointing game would have to be Diablo 4. Diablo 4 is like disappointing, but it's not terrible. It's not like a completely shit-ass game. It's more of just like oh, I wish I had more. But then there's games like this year's Gollum. Gollum this year was arguably it was the worst game of the fucking year. Like, Gollum was so fucking bad that, like, I can't believe that they were charging full price, like a full $60 US for that fucking game. Like, I'll show some gameplay right now, and I'll talk over it just a little bit, just so we can go through of how bad like the game was. It was so just like even like the concept of Gollum was good. But, like, the execution and every bit of it, from the story to the gameplay to its bugs and glitches, was just terrible. So look at this here. So this is from Goga NC on YouTube. Like, what is that? And then look, he's right here. He's just not holding onto the bars and then he just glitches through, and he's yep. Like, look how of a buggy mess is. And Gollum just looks fucking horrible. Like, how did they achieve a better looking Gollum in the early 2000s with the Lord of the Rings movie, when like the I can't remember what's it called, when they like trace people's face and stuff like that. Like, how did they achieve better CGI then than developers can do now? Like, the platforming is horrible. Like, look at this, he's completely stuck. That's a gap right there in the left top corner, by the way. But yeah, that game was arguably the fucking worst game of the year. And you know what? It deserved it. It really fucking did. Like, I remember when that game first was announced, I was like, you know what? A Gollum platforming game actually sounds kind of fun. And then it came out. And I just fucking laughed at the amount of clips that I would fucking see from this game. But no, there has now been another game. Another video game has now taken the crown away from Gollum to become the worst video game of the year. And this game came out of fucking nowhere. Like, I had not even heard about this game. I apparently got a trailer 2 months ago on IGN, which I'm going to show in a second. You know what? Fuck, I'll show it right now. Just so you get a bit of context of what the fuck I'm talking about.
There are stories of kings, stories of gods, the stories of the beasts and their king. The story of Kong. But his legacy had just begun.
I mean, like, fuck me. That's just, like, you know what? I have to admit as well, that's the first time I've seen the trailer, because I've just more looked at gameplay, and the trailer really does it fucking justice. But oh my god. Like, and you might be thinking, oh, Donnie, you know what? maybe you're giving it too harsh of a thing. You know what? They're just like charging people like what, $5 for this game. Maybe it's just like a little small game that people have made, and like, you know, they kind of want to develop a little bit more. They're just like some, you know, small developers or whatever it is, and they're just putting out like a little small test game or whatever. This studio, so the studio that developed this game is called Iguana B, and they're from Chile. They have like, if you go on their website, they state that they have about 12 years of experience in the business, and this isn't like their first time going at like developing a game, or it's not just like a couple people from uni. Because if it was like to me, it looks like a fucking game that was developed by some uni students. Like that's like something that, like, you know, oh, for this semester you got to develop like just a game. You got to do it in like 4-6 months, something like that. And that is what I'd see the result to me. And you know what? If you want to chuck it on Steam for like $3 for a joke, I can 100% see it. But these guys have made fucking games before. For 12 fucking years. These guys developed a game. One of their more like, I think, recognizable games, at least, like from what I've seen on Steam. It's called Head Snatchers. And this game, it's not terrible either. It's kind of like your what would you call it? Like Party Animals and Gang Beasts. It's just like like a party game. That's all it is, and it's of really decent quality too. Like the game doesn't look fucking horrible. But then I don't know where the fuck that they've like gone haywire or just gone left wing and just completely just shit up the wall with this con game. We're going to go through some gameplay right here, because MK Ice and Fire on YouTube has been so nice, very, very nice. So shout out to them to complete the whole game. And just like, oh, I forgot to say as well, this is a full price game, not like your full price AAA kind of game, but at least in Australia, I think in America it's $40. In Australia, this is $60 fucking dollars. $60, by the way, and the game takes 2 hours and 42 minutes to complete, approximately, because that's how long this entire video is. And it says right here, full game in their title. I saw someone in a comment on a video. I can't remember his name, the guy who made the video. But when I was watching videos about this game, someone said, it just looks like a guy in a gorilla suit. It really fucking does. Like, why does it literally looks like a dude in a gorilla suit. Like, look how janky this gameplay is. The environment just looks so cartoonishly bad. Yeah, I picked out another random moment in the game. It's about an hour and 20 into the gameplay. It just looks so... It's so fucking stiff. And so janky. Like, look at the camera of when he's panning through the environment, too. Of how fucking shaky it is. I like how he's just skipping through all the enemies, the guy that's, like, played through this game as well. There's a specific scene that I really want to, like... look through in that gameplay of that guy, but I can't find it. So here it is on Twitter. So it's a little bit more lower quality, but it is what it is. Like this is the game of the year, guys, right here. Cow. This part is so good. It's this part. I couldn't find it. Like how it's. They use a jump scare like a PNG as a jump scare. Look at this is honestly my fucking favorite part. That like that right there, that scene right there is like, oh my god, just it's the game is so fucking bad, and the fact that they're charging so much for this game is just even more fucking hilarious. Like, and majority of the reviews on Steam as well, they're all negative, except for the ones that are positive are literally people taking the fucking piss. Like, honestly, that's all it is. All it is people taking the piss. There's only like 19 reviews for this game at the moment, and the people who have gone positive are literally just taking the absolute fucking piss. There is no way. Like, one guy said Harambe died for this. This guy, other guy said this is a Monkey Souls-like. Like, they're obviously just not fucking real people. So, some other guy said there is a jerking off mechanic in the game and gave it a recommended. Somehow he has 1.9 hours on the game. He must have completed it already, but this game's a fucking joke. It's just really funny that like an actual development team who, like I said, like their previous stuff doesn't look terrible. It might not be the best. They made like some G.I. Joe game that was like kind of shit, but like it doesn't even look horrible. It doesn't even look as janky. But this Kong game is just fucking bad. Like I said, that Head Snatchers game looks all right. It's like it's a fun little fucking, party game. Just stick to what you're good at, bro. If you were good at party games, just stick to that, man. Just develop those. You have 12 years of experience supposedly in this industry, and you're shitting out stuff like that. I'd expect that from someone like me when I was in me right now. I'd expect that like me. Someone like me. You know what? Because that's low as fucking quality. One thing that I did see on Twitter as well is that, does anyone remember that King Kong game from the movie? Like, Peter Jackson's King Kong in like 2005 or some shit, and they had like the movie adapted game. That game was fucking good. Like, that game was actually good. And that game came out literally in the 2000s and is better than this shit. So if you're saying like, oh, Donnie, maybe it's like, Kong game's hard to make. No. Go watch gameplay of that fucking King Kong game from like 2005 or whatever it was, the movie adapted game. And it is so much better than this shit. It's 2023. Yeah, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Let me know what you guys think about the game. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But yeah, that's it from me. Peace out.